Welcome back to all our attendees. I'm pleased to announce our first speaker giving the keynote speech, Engineer Maqbool Al Wahaibi, CEO at the Oman Data Park. I would now like to pass on the mic to Engineer Maqbool. Over to you, sir.
Right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Thank you very much for attending this conference. Thank you for making yourself available. My name is Maqbool Al Wahaibi. I am the CEO of Oman Data Park. I work among a very talented team who works day and night in order to try and bring you the best of breed technologies to help you optimize and basically maintain your efficiency in the best way possible. So this conference is to share with you some of the thoughts and some of the progress that we have been making through the last 9 years with our esteemed partners. We also brought you the best worldwide inventors in the technology space. They are the leaders in different aspects and different technology. So together we are trying our best to basically bring forward to you the best technology that, as I said, that can optimize and improve your efficiency. So thank you again for attending, and the Oman Data Park team will be sharing with you different aspects with the partners as well. They will be sharing with you different technologies and different ways and means that can progress you further and leapfrog your business and sharpen your and diversify your business models. And not to forget that we've been into strange and challenging circumstances through the pandemic since last year, and a lot of corporates have managed to maintain themselves through diversification and coming up with new innovative business models that had actually helped them to sustain so far, and I hope they will make it to the future. I'm going to share with you some of the slides just to draw a context on my keynote. Basically, it's going to be a 10-minute keynote, so I'm not going to take a lot of time. I'll leave. Yeah, just trying to make ourselves, climatize with the PowerPoint slides. So basically, take you back to the year 2020. We all know that we had challenges over COVID-19. It has been announced as a pandemic worldwide. There had been lockdowns in different sectors. Every sector has been impacted differently. There has been contracts when it comes to a global economy. We had been bombarded with different statistics and numbers since last year, and IMF have been updating us all. But the bottom line is that there is a challenge when it comes to economy. Figures are showing 13 to 23% contracts on the economy side. There are some profound changes to business model and which are materializing, and some of them have made it, some of them fortunately have not. These are facts of life. Business across a range of industries have been forced to drastically basically maintain and shrink their operation. In some cases have closed, unfortunately, permanently. On the other hand, there are some other businesses that had been doing greatly. The technology space have been actually considered to be a rescue boat to to different organizations and different sectors to maintain them and take them across to the other side. Um, Take it from Amazon, Walmart, FedEx, Pepsi Cola, and everyone started hiring more. Well, Pepsi Cola is not really a technology, but then that's more on the retail. Now, not all retail have made it. Some of them had, some of them not. But that's an exception. But 90% or 80% of the worldwide corporates were classified as technology vendors. So basically, there is a need for technology at these kind of circumstances in order to sharpen your business model and leave you frog in the best possible way. This shows that there are corporates have made it, and there are unfortunately corporate had not made it. So if you look at the left-hand side, when the lockdown has started, the blue line in the top is showing how we went into from a lockdown into a reopening state and new norm, and then some of the organization have rescaled themselves, some of them had reinvented some products, services, and business models. Some of the organization are going to be returning to normal once the pandemic is done. Some of them will reduce and shrink their business size, and unfortunately others will retire. So those are the 5, I must say, conclusions that will be drawn once this pandemic finishes. So we are mostly at the reopening state right now, and we're gonna go back to a new norm. But then, as I said, some will make it, some will not, and some will go back to their normal state, and others might benefit. And that is the rescaling part that you see in the top right-hand side. So this shows us the scenarios that we're going to enter and the possible scenarios that we're going to end up with. Organization and corporates have taken themselves out of the old business model into the low-cost old business model so far, so in different sectors. So from 2018 to 2022, that's exactly what's going to happen. So a lot of shifts will take some of the corporates from the classic business model that they've been operating with in the last decade into a low-cost old business model still. But that's going to continue into sustainable new business models in the near future. And that is what you need to take yourself to. So basically, you need to make sure that you are moving away from the old business model into at least a low-cost old business model for you to be able to go into some sort of a sustainable new business models. And if not, then you need to do that. And basically, you need to make sure that you use technologies into your corporates in order for you to be able to jump into the other side. As I said, you need to go into the rescale, the top part rescale, reinvent, or at least return rather than and avoid going into a reduced state on the right-hand side and the retire state. So for you to do that, you need to really make sure that you utilize technologies in order to shift you to at least a low-cost old business model and then take you to a sustainable new business model in the near future. Adaptability is the key factor. Adaptability is the new norm. There is no way out of it. If we stick to our old business models, unfortunately, we will retire. Corporates will retire. The only way to leapfrog is basically by maneuvering around the pandemic in the best possible way. So you need to use option-based strategies. You need to be agile. You need to have the ability to change course through adaptability. And for that, you need to build an internal culture within your corporate based on transparency, based on communication, based on trust. and you need to study or reassess your value propositions. Once again, you need to actually go on a customer need basis and be a customer oriented basis. Artificial intelligence is there to basically bring you forward closer to your customers. You need to utilize the AI technologies. You need to utilize cloud for efficiency, and you need to basically optimize your cost through jumping into the IaaS space, infrastructure as a service, as a first step towards the fourth industrial revolution, if you like. So if you don't have IaaS, it's going to be a little bit of a difficulty for you to move into the PaaS and SaaS and basically the fourth industrial revolution components like artificial intelligence, like big data analysis, like IoT, Internet of Things, and basically other technologies that you might need to benefit. And I'm sure today's conference will take you through all these technologies and provided by ODP and provided by our leaders, partners in the technology global space. They will share with you all the thoughts, all the means that will help you towards, making it through these circumstances into a better state. ODP, through the 9 years, working day and night towards diversifying as much as possible, bringing you the best of breed possible technologies that can adhere to your requirements and help you leapfrog. You, by now, I'm sure there's a lot of information have been pushed to you on who Oman Data Park is and what we've been doing and how much progress have we been making through the last 9 years. It's a cloud service provider with strong security team that you need to benefit with. We are serving 500 corporate plus today for one reason, because those corporates have realized what I was talking about, have realized that there is a need for optimization in terms of cost. There is a need for efficiency. There is a need for them to refocus their strategy from the infrastructure side into the fourth industrial revolution components that will help them towards being closer to their customers, serve their customers in a better way, and basically change their business model a little bit in order for them to move forward. I'm not going to take a lot of your time. It was a 10-minute keynote that I've been given a space to, and the idea is to allow ODP team, Oman Data Park team, and as I said, our global pioneers in the space of technology to share with you as much possible values to help with. I hope this day will be fruitful. I hope it will be of a value to you. And please make it interactive, ask them questions, and get the most out of it. Have a great day. Thank you very much.